Hi boys and girls, how are you? I've come home for a little change of scenery. I'm now in my office, but just like you, I'm missing all of my friends. It is important that we all stay apart right now, so we can all stay safe and healthy and that we don't gather in big groups. So that's why we're staying home from school. To help keep you entertained, I have planned a little science experiment we can all do this afternoon. So, in my class, we've been learning all about the water cycle and how rain is formed. So in our folder, you can find a reading comprehension that you can read, a little activity sheet that you may want to do, but we could also just going to focus on our presentation right now, and I've got some things to do an experiment with you. So today we're going to be learning some new words. We want to know what are the key aspects of the water cycle, and also the main language that we use and the main processes that are involved. Now on our sheet number 2, we've got two big words there, condensation and evaporation. One means the process of water from its liquid form, heating, turning into a gas, and the other one is the reverse of that process. It is the gas of water cooling and returning back to its liquid form. So if we think about condensation, evaporation, what's happening in each of these processes? When your washing is on a line drying, we have a wet fabric. And when that wet fabric is put out in the sunshine, it heats, and the heat takes the water away from its liquid form and it changes it into its gas form, and therefore the water is evaporating. When we think about breathing warm air from inside our bodies onto a mirror, you can normally see mist or fog. And that mist or fog is the process of the water that is coming out of your lungs, and it's cooling on the mirror, and therefore it forms like a mist or a fog, and then maybe some water droplets. That's what you might get in the shower. So first of all, I want you to try and organize these two. Which ones are condensating? Which ones are evaporating? And evaporation, remember, means that the water is taking from its liquid form into its gas form. Condensating is when the water is in its gas form and it's cooling and going back into being a liquid. So that's a little activity for you to do first. Next, imagine you are a raindrop. You've fallen 2 kilometers to the ground at a speed of 40 miles per hour. Where do you land? What do you see? And what happens next? Just some questions for you to think about. Here in this diagram, we can see it happening. So over here, we've got our rain, and it's at the top of the mountain where it's quite cold. Maybe there's snow on the top, and it falls down. As it falls, it forms into a stream, as we've been learning about, and comes all the way down the mountain, and maybe the streams join together to make a river. Some of it might go in under the ground and go under as groundwater, and eventually it will go all the way out to the sea, following the river, maybe through cities, maybe through towns like we talked about, maybe there'll be some waterfalls on the way. When it gets into the ocean, the sun heats up the water and it changes, it evaporates. It changes from its liquid form into its gas form as it evaporates, and then a cloud is formed. The wind pushes that cloud across, and as the wind pushes the cloud up above the mountain, it cools again, and that's how rain is formed. So today we're going to do a little experiment to show that. I would like you to get a bottle, some toothpaste, and any kind of pen, or if you have one, a marker. So your first thing is, I want you to fill your bottle with some water, about 1/3 of the way full. Next, pop into your bottle a little bit of toothpaste. I've already put mine in, but you need like just a pea-sized amount. It's great if it's blue like mine. And then once it's in there, shake it up. Shake it really, really good so it all mixes. And now you can see I've got some blue water. The only reason it's blue is to help us see the process happening. With your marker pen, can you make some clouds on your bottle where the clouds would form? Down here, we can pretend it's the ocean. Maybe you want some fish in our ocean too. Maybe even a little crab. Any other sea creatures? And up here, the important part is that we also put a sunshine. Once you've got your bottle ready, take it outside, and I want you to find the sunniest place or the warmest place in your garden or in your balcony. I'm just going to go out here now, and you can see There's a lot of sunshine right here in my patio. So we're gonna leave that there and we're gonna watch come back every 10 minutes and see what's happening. I want to see if any of you can see the processes of evaporation and condensation. I'll chat back again soon. Bye-bye.